Hey guys, Awkward Hybrid here. So, raise your hands. Who saw Ant-Man? Come on, who saw Ant-Man? I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't a perfect film, but again, it was pretty good in the I was gonna say the accent. The action was pretty good. Yeah, and also, I really want to talk about it. So, yeah, spoiler warning to those who have not seen it. Yeah, the product placement in this film, at first I kind of had my down hopes, because, you know, the film starts, of course, with, like, a bit from 1999, and then it goes off to Scott Lang, our main character, who's played by Aaron Rudd, I think it was. Alan Rudd or Aaron Rudd? Anyway, it shows off with him in a prison, and he starts, you know, getting punched around a bit. And then, of course, after that goes on for about, under a minute, he says to the person that's beating him up, "You have a really strange goodbye ritual," or something like that. Like, yeah, his phrase, yeah, I think it was, "You have a very strange goodbye ritual." I'm assuming those are going to be the words. But yeah, he gets escorted out, and then his friend Lewis is there to pick him up. So, after some more exposition, he says, I have a degree in electrical engineering. I think I can make it." Next shot, it cuts to him in, you know, like a pink shirt, short sleeve shirt, a blue hat, and a blue apron, and he says, "Hi, welcome to Baskin-Robbins. Would you like to try our Mango Blast?" And I just thought to myself, yes, that's just so subtle. But again, that was the only obvious one. Like, there's even a non-running joke. Like, Baskin-Robbins, oh, they know, you can't hide from Baskin-Robbins. And I'm just thinking to myself, I don't know if that's shameless or funny. But yeah, there were two others, which was one for Lifesavers and one for Pepsi, but they were really, I was gonna say obvious again, but no, they were really subtle. Yeah, another thing about the Ant-Man film. Yeah, you know how it's like some theaters have like leather recliner chairs? Yeah, those were the chairs. Yeah, I had to sit in them, which was awesome, by the way. A very cool building compared to the hotness. Yeah, I was gonna say, I might look pretty scantily clad to some viewers, but it's July. Getting pretty hot up here in Oregon. Hope you can pardon the outfit. So, like, I had another layer on, so I was tempted to, like, take this off while I was outside, and then while in the theater I thought to myself, you know, I'm fine with this. But yeah, sorry for going off topic about my current outfit choices. Back to the purpose of this whole video. Ant-Man, not outfits. But yeah, later you end up, like, meeting these other people, of course, like Mr. Pym, who, he apparently invented the first, like, shrinking device. Almost forgot the word for it. And he's explained how it's like, oh no, you can't mess with your button thing. Forgot what it was called. You know, he doesn't forget, I forgot. He said that like yeah, you can press it, but if you mess with that single button, you will go subatomic. You will shrink forever, and no, you can't be found. Like, you can't come back, you will just shrink forever, and you'll be lost, and everything you'll know will be gone. And I thought to myself, I wonder what's gonna happen later. And then later, you know, like, when you have a girl named Hope, who is, ironically, pessimistic about Scott Lang, because he's an ex-con. Yeah, she says, like, stop lying about Mom's death. She didn't die in the airplane crash. Had it actually happen? And it said, like, onto her, because, like, the same thing, because it's, like, when Mr. Pym and his wife, in the year of 87, and, like, there was a sort of missile or bomb, it was probably a missile, like, flowing through the sky, and they had to get through, but they couldn't, because they couldn't break through titanium. Mr. Pym was wearing the, Ant-Man outfit, while his wife was wearing what would be the Wasp outfit, which already, you know, pretty, like, hammering on the head foreshadowing. Because it was just like, well, I wonder who's gonna be the next Wasp. But it also explained that she died because she went subatomic as well. Forever shrinking. But yeah, you can guess, spoiler alert, again, Scott Lang comes back from subatomic space, I guess, where all theories of time and space don't apply. And yeah, there were although Lith, there were these sort of devices that also further hammered in the foreshadowing. They looked exactly the same except for two things. One had a red light, one had a blue light. Red light shrinks, blue light grows. So when I first saw that, I pretty much pieced together what the ending was gonna be like. Like, oh, he's gonna go subatomic and he'll get bigger. And also the it's usually okay, I know how I'm trying to describe the character of Scott Lang, but I'm not gonna lie, he was actually kind of bland. Like, yeah, he's an ex-con, he used to burgle places, and he describes himself as like he didn't believe in violence. He just wanted to he burgled them instead. So and yeah, he's the classic, like, rebellious, impulsive protagonist that you're supposed to root for. But again, he was kind of bland. But, you know, like, even though after he's escaped prison, you know, he can't get a job because he was an ex-con, so he ends up, you know, he's forced to go back to it. And I'm not gonna lie, like, there's this whole rumor about how his three friends, Lewis, Kurt, and I can't remember the third guy's name. Yeah, the only way to describe them is to bring race into it. The fast-talking Mexican, the cool, quirky black sidekick, and the super stern, serious Russian hacker. Yeah, those were basically the three, sorry, there's a fly, apartments, like, roommates that he lives with. And Lewis tells him about how there's this vault, which has a lot of money in it. So after a whole bunch of talking, he agrees, yes, I'm gonna do this, and during the heist, I guess, in this person's house, it was actually kind of suspenseful. Like, I, like, had my heart up into, my heart up to my hand, you know, my hand up to my heart, and I could feel, like, I'm pretty sure my heart was in my throat. My heart. Okay, I'm sorry. But yeah, even though it was a pretty good movie, there were, of course, its obvious problems. Like, in the beginning with the 1989 sequence, there was a, you know, he ends up getting, Mr. Obvious Evil, Mr. Bad Guy, Obvious Dude, Obviousness, he ends up getting punched by the younger Mr. Pim guy. And then, of course, there's, like, blood dripping from his nose, he has to have a tissue. Next shot, perfectly gone. And then I was just like, well, someone has healing powers? But no, next shot he has it up into his nose again. And then I was like, never mind. Yeah, okay, for me, there's a little timer right here that, says I've been doing this for 8.5 minutes now. I'm sure you're sick to death of hearing my voice and seeing this overly bright room. So I promise I'm finished now. Later.